Virgo, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy. I'm here to bring you the October 2021 Silent Enemies reading. For those of you who are already part of the 8th House Energy community, thank you so much for all the energy you bring to the channel. Appreciate all the love and support and the ways that you share it. You guys are amazing. You know I appreciate you and love you for it. For those who are new, listen, I don't know what's up with y'all that's new, okay? Because the sirens just went off when I said those of you are new. Welcome to the channel, all right? When the siren goes off, we know we need to take heed to what's being channeled, okay? I need to take heed to what I'm channeling, and you need to take heed to what I'm saying, all right? Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. Some of y'all need this channel. That's why the siren went off. Subscribe. Hit that notification bell. You'll know when I post, which is usually every week. This Silent Enemies reading is a reading that helps us who are on our spiritual journey, because that's who I channel for. This is what I do. This is why I do what I do. For those who are on a spiritual journey, an awakening journey, to find out who your higher self is, to connect with your higher self and your spirit guides, and to follow the path that the Creator has for you. Those of us who are in that energy, we know that the people who are put into our lives are put into our lives to teach us a lesson. They come in the form of karmic energy. Okay, so it's the people closest to us. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is, because we're here in this 3D realm to do our shadow work as spirits. So we got to work on ourselves. In order to work on ourselves, we have to be able to recognize the karmic lessons that come to us, learn from them, and move on. One of the ways that you can recognize who's supposed to teach you the lesson is by your intuition. Your intuition will kick off whenever you're around someone or something that you really need to be paying attention to. Okay, because it's warning you of something that you can't touch and you can't physically see, but there's an energy there that you need to pay attention to. So, you know, a silent enemy could be a friend, a family member, a lover, a co-worker, a business partner, a neighbor, your kid's teacher. It could be your barber, your nail technician, somebody who's in your energy on a regular basis, but you just get this vibe about them whenever you're around them, and it's not something that's pleasant. Okay, you want to investigate that vibe. If it's somebody that you care about, you want to say, hey, you know, what's going on? I sense you're not feeling right, or, you know, I sense something's up with you. What's going on? You know, and they may share what's going on with you, and at least you know it's a false alarm. Okay, it's not about this person trying to do me in. They just got their own stuff going on. And opposed to, if you don't investigate, maybe you find out that, you know, this person was scheming on you. Maybe this is a jealous family member or a jealous friend, and they don't want you to have the blessings you have. They feel that you don't deserve it, or you didn't work hard enough for it, and they want to take it from you, or they're just, you know, angry that you were chosen for it. And so they're doing things, and your intuition is telling you should pay attention to them, but you ignore it. Nah, that's just my mom. My mom ain't jealous of me. When some people, they have karmic partners who are their mother. Karmic doesn't necessarily mean a lover. Your karmic partners, many of us have karmic partners who are family members. All right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 3 cards out. We're going to investigate the energies by me channeling what I get from these cards. If it resonates, take that information, investigate your intuitive nudge. If it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. Check your other placements, or maybe this reading for this month is just not for you. It's okay. It's a collective reading, okay? Let's see what we got going on for Virgo. Messages for Virgo. What do they need to be aware of for this Silent Enemies reading for October? First card we got is the Fool. Who pulled the Fool? Somebody else pulled the Fool as the first card. It was Leo. And I did their video about an hour and a half ago. And you saw me shuffling these cards while we were talking. The second card is the Two of Cups. Cancerian energy. Some of you may be Leo, Virgo, cuspers. If you are, you may want to check out the Leo video. No, it wasn't Leo. I'm sorry. It was not Leo. It was the video I did before Leo, which was Cancer. It might have been Cancer. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and pretend. But somebody had the Fool come out first. And moving on, let's focus on you. The 8 of Wands. Sagittarius energy. All right, Virgo. So let's start with the Fool. Whenever a major arcana shows up in this type of reading, you know, just like with any reading, you know, there could be a major change going on in your world. So you definitely want to pay attention to any intuitive nudges you have, because you not paying attention could put you in a situation where you missed something because you ignored an intuitive nudge. And it could have a major effect on you in some way, shape, or form. Now, the Fool is Uranus energy, the planet of Uranus. And Uranus is in the house of Taurus right now. You got people out here bugging with the horn. Like, I can't stand people who do that. It's like 2021. Why are you outside somebody's house blowing up the horn? Just pick up the, you hear him? Just pick up the phone. It makes no sense. We got a lot of weird energies going on. You know, at the sound of at the date of this recording, it's October 6th. So in the house of Libra, relationships and partnerships, we got 4 planets in there. We got the sun, the moon, Mercury, and we also have Mars there. Okay, so people are a bit aggressive. All right, you hear this dude out here still blowing his horn. Whoever this woman is, this man is, being real aggressive on the horn. Don't make no sense. I digress. Uranus is in the house of Taurus, which is the house of your value, your self-worth. It's also the house of your money making, you know, how much money you make. And when Uranus is in retrograde, it's all about thinking about the chances that you didn't take, thinking about the things that you should have rebelled against or protested against that you didn't, and why you didn't. There's some change that should be going on in some way, shape, or form with this Fool energy. So I feel like you may know that you need to take a leap of faith in something, and maybe you're not doing it for whatever reason. Your intuition could be telling you, take that leap of faith. Go ahead and do that. Jump. But you're hesitant for some reason. Now, it could be the opposite polarity where you're like, you know what? The universe could be telling you, hey, don't do that without thinking. But see, Virgo, you're a very analytical thought, how can I say it? You think a lot anyway. You analyze situations. Sometimes when you get on your darker side, you overanalyze things, and that keeps you from making a move. So for some of you, this could be the case. You could be in a situation where the universe is telling you, go ahead and take the risk. It's going to be worth it. You've calculated it already. But some of y'all are just focused too much on details that really don't matter, which are stalling you from taking the chance. Now, it could also, like I said, be the opposite. Maybe you've overlooked something, okay, and you want to take, but I don't know, because, you know, Virgo, I think you think a lot. So for some of you, maybe you're just overthinking a situation and you need to take a risk. Just take it how it resonates with you. You know, if you've been mulling over something for, you know, a period of time and it's like, damn, you ain't make a decision yet, then you'll know what's up. For some of you, there may be some legitimacy to you holding back. Okay, you just have to trust your gut, trust your intuition. We have the Two of Cups here. This is Cancerian energy. All right. Now, with the Two of Cups, this could represent a business partnership. Okay. Where's Cancer for you? 12, 11, 10. Your 11th house. Cancer is your 11th house. And it's interesting because Uranus is ruled by the Fool, and Uranus rules the 11th house. So for some of you, this could be a situation in reference to a partnership with a friend or a lover. Okay, it could be, you need to be careful of somebody coming towards you in reference to some type of business partnership. You know, Mercury's in Libra. You know, Libra deals with contracts. And, you know, Mercury retrograde, they tell you all the time, if you listen to some of the top don't do's during a Mercury retrograde, the top don't do's, one of them is not to sign contracts without thoroughly reading them over, without having a lawyer take a look at them. Some of you need to be careful of your lawyer during this time, you know. But you want to be careful, whatever you're getting into the partnership of. Now, Libra deals with the house of partnerships, whether it's a business partnership, whether it's a family partnership, a family dynamic between you and another family member, whether it is a business colleague, whether it is a lover, okay, whether it is just a friend, okay. There's somebody coming towards you, but it's somebody that you have emotion for, okay. This could be somebody coming back from the past as well, because, you know, we're dealing with Mercury retrograde. So, you know, you need to be very leery of people coming back from the past, because they're showing up clear as day here in the silent enemy reading. So be careful of lovers coming back from the past, anybody that you've cut off and that you severed ties with. You definitely want to be careful of them coming back around. Use your intuition with these people. Some of you, they could be trying to get you to take a risk with them, to jump into something with them, because, you know, the Two of Cups and the Fool energy could talk about a business contract of some sort. All right. So you definitely want to you want to keep your eyes open. I'm not saying don't take it. I'm just saying, you know, use that Virgo energy, that analytical energy that comes naturally to you, and break everything down and make sure that it makes sense. And then after you break it down, and if it doesn't make sense, This is good for you because you're an earth sign and you're very analytical. If it doesn't make sense, and this is coming from a Capricorn moon, if it don't make sense, then there's something else at play. You understand? Because it shouldn't be no problem. It should make sense. It should sound good to you. It should feel good to you. You will know. And if it don't, trust it. Trust that it ain't right. All right? Don't matter who it is. A lover, a business partner, a friend. But it's somebody coming to you with some type of something. Be aware. Then we have the Eight of Wands. All right, that's Sagittarius energy. What I'm feeling with this, somebody wants you to move quickly. So be aware of somebody who's trying to come into you and rush you. You have to think things. You have to think about things. You're not the type of person to rush into things. Most Virgos that I know, they're like, let me see what's going on here. Let me figure this out. Sometimes I'm like, yo, will you come on? You've been reading this 2 sentences for the past month and a half. Can you make a decision? I'm just, that's how I joke with my little Virgo friends about that. But on the real, most of y'all are not gonna just jump into anything without really analyzing it, making sure it makes sense. And if it don't, getting clarity on what doesn't make sense before you move on. It's like you're very meticulous in your analytical process, and I dig that so much about Virgo, because that's one thing Scorpio does as well, which is why Scorpios and Virgos get along so well. But you got somebody coming in trying to move quickly. You might get some messages over the internet about this person. Oh, I got an idea for you, a business, da 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 da. We could do this, we could do that. Make sure you take heed to what's going on, what they're saying. Read the contracts over. Get somebody to look it over. Make sure you get things in writing. Make sure if you have any questions or concerns, they're answered. And ain't no, okay, well, we'll see how things go type of shit. Not no business. That's not how, If it's a lover situation, I feel like this is somebody who's coming back from the past. Even if it's not, if it's somebody new, it could be a test of the past, okay, in a new form, a new person. Sometimes the universe will test us like that. Yeah, you cut that person off, but did you learn a lesson? Because if you didn't, I'm going to send somebody new to you who look totally different, from a totally different walk of life, a totally different person, yet I'm going to still send that same message or that lesson in that person. So if you sense a behavior or a way that somebody might have that might be similar to someone from your past, that's an indication that you could be still attracting the same type of energy to you because you did not learn a lesson. All right. You ever meet somebody and like, damn, they remind me of my ex. I don't know why. It's just so weird. So you got that weird comfortability. Like, okay, I'm familiar with them because they remind me of my ex. But at the same time, it's really uncanny. That's because there was a lesson you didn't learn. The universe is trying to come back around and say, okay, you didn't look at it. You didn't learn the lesson I wanted you to learn. You thought you learned the lesson by cutting this person off. That's not learning a lesson. That's just knowing that this person ain't for you. But did you learn the lesson? You feel me? So that could be what's going on here with this message that's coming in. Also, be careful if somebody wanting to go on a trip with you, take a trip with you somewhere, okay, with the Fool energy and the Eight of Wands, or if you're deciding to take a trip, be leery of who you're going on trips with, okay, be careful, make sure, and if it's not about that, just make sure you double check your reservations, because another big no-no with the Mercury retrograde is making unexpected last-minute travel plans, because they can be delayed. If you got a flight layover, you want to make sure that you check the gate before you get on the flight, as well as once you get off and go to the connecting flight, because the gate could change that quickly from the time that you got on the original flight to the time that you're going to go to the connecting flight. Make sure you double check your reservations, whether it's a car, hotel, whatever it is in reference to travel. But if you're trying to do some last minute travel plans and just at the spur of the minute travel someplace, the universe is telling you to just be careful and take precaution with that. During the Mercury retrograde. What else am I seeing here? Yeah, going too fast without thinking. Responding to emails and any type of text messages without really thinking before you respond, committing to something without really thinking things through or understanding what's involved. That's what I get with that Eight of Wands. So I get that a lot of this is tied together, just not to jump into anything too quickly with anybody who, period, whether coming from, somebody from the past, you definitely should be extra leery with. And then anybody coming to you from, that you don't know, just use your intuition for sure. That was pretty okay. Yeah, I feel like okay. Yeah, I'm done. So that's what I got for you, Virgo. So what I'm gonna do in the extended is I'm gonna pull 4 cards for each of these to see what additional messages Spirit wants you to. Why do I keep saying Spirit? That the universe wants you to be aware of. I don't like saying spirit, and I'm getting myself out of that habit of doing it because, first of all, you don't know what spirit I'm calling on. So you don't want to be, you want to be leery of that. So I'm going to say the universal energies. So I'm going to see what the universe has for you. So if this resonated as is with you or someone you know, make sure you click that like button. If you want to leave a comment about it, leave a comment on how it resonates. Feel free to do so. If it didn't resonate with you, that's okay. This just may not be the reading for you this month. Check your other placements. You're not just Virgo. If you don't like the style of reading, you'll see on the screen as we close out the video that there'll be 4 additional videos. You definitely want to check your Mercury retrograde reading again. If you haven't checked it, I put it up, I think, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So when we were in the pre-shadow stages. So check your Mercury retrograde reading again. Check the one that I did for you a little while ago. It's called the New Moon in Libra reading. All right, so check that reading again if you haven't saw it. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Watch it. Go to your Virgo playlist, and you'll see the ones that I did for you. All right. Yeah. So if you need a personal, my information's in the box below as well. So the link to the extended will be there too. So let's head over to the extended. If I don't see you there, Virgo, thank you for checking out the video, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.